Off to their best start in program history, the Grayson County Lady Cougars return home for a district matchup. The stakes are simple. A win, and the Lady Cougars get the #1 seed in the 12th district tournament that will be held next month at Butler County High School. The stakes have never been higher. It's the best start in program history, and we have a rematch of last year's 12th district championship. And a good evening and welcome back to the Cougar Den here for the second time this year, as this is Grayson County Lady Cougar Volleyball on K105 Digital Productions. Coming up today on the show, we will introduce you to both teams, as both the Whitesville Trinity Lady Raiders of Grayson County of all the play-by-play of today's district match. It's this simple. Grayson County wins, and they are the #1 seed in the 12th district tournament. They lose, things can happen in this crazy. So that'll be coming up and more, as this is the Locker Room Show.
Living your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How is your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Whitesville Trinity enters this game with a record of 5-4. They're 1-0 in official 12th district play, as they played a game earlier this year against Edmonson County, but that game was technically in the All-A Classic, so it does not count towards district standings. Again, as we talked about when we had our game, what was it, about a week and a half ago, where the Lady Cougars swept Edmonson County here. How this works this season is that the first game between the two teams is the one that counts towards district standings. So again, Whitesville Trinity and Grayson County will meet up again next week. But that match does not really, I hate to say it doesn't mean anything, but in all seriousness, it doesn't. This match means everything when it comes to district standings. If Grayson County wins, they'll move to 3-0 in 12th district play, and then obviously no one else can be 3-0 because Grayson County would have beaten each of the other teams. So that's kind of how this will work when you look at this. But Whitesville Trinity, coached by Daniel Morris, as when you look at this team, if you've been following Grayson County sports over the past couple of years, you know that Cassidy Morris is one of the top athletes for the Lady Raiders. Basketball-wise, softball-wise, been one of my favorite players to watch over the past couple of years. Just a great athlete, a great player. She is not playing volleyball. She's on the roster, but she's not playing. In fact, I saw her in a knee brace earlier on today. So I hope that it is nothing serious, but she didn't have any stats listed for volleyball this year. Some of the players that you will need to know: Hannah Nash, she's a freshman. She leads the team with 77 kills. Georgia Howard, that's a basketball player you might recognize the name of. She has 38 kills. Jenna McDowell has 51 kills on the year. Kenzie McDowell has 22. Josie All has 153 assists, which kind of means the same thing as how she plays in basketball. She was probably the second best player on that Whitesville Trinity Lady Raiders team from a season ago. We'll come back, talk, and learn a little bit more about the Lady Cougars off to their best start in program history. We'll tell you more about that coming up. This is Lady Cougar Volleyball right here on K105.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes! Make a plan today.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. That's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Lady Cougars 8-1 on the season. Again, their best start in program history. It's been an exciting, and when you look at this, their only loss in the season was right here at the Cougar Den just about a week and a half ago. They lost to Breck County in 5 sets. So, in a 5-set match, you know, one spike, one hit can go a different way, and you walk out of there with a win. So they could be looking at themselves being undefeated. In the most recent volleyball polls for the region, Lady Cougars were not in the top 5 in the region, which is interesting when you look at it because, at that time, they were 7-1, again, off to that best start in program history, but weren't in there. But one of the teams that was Owensboro, who the Lady Cougars defeated last night 3-1. They lost the first set but came back to dominate the last 3 to pick up the win over one of the teams ranked ahead of them. So, now could you see if the Lady Cougars can have another winning week? As tonight they got the match against Whitesville Trinity. They play Meade County coming up on Thursday night. And then coming up no, they don't have a match on Saturday. I thought they did, but I guess that might be next weekend where they have some Saturday matches again. A lot can happen. It'll be really interesting to see what could happen when you dive more into this and see how the Lady Cougars can continue to have a successful season. As we talked about the last time these two teams played, the last time we did a Lady Cougar volleyball game, Grayson County is hosting the 3rd region tournament here at the Cougar Den, the new revamped Cougar Den too, you could say. So it'll be interesting that you've got home field advantage if the Lady Cougars can make it to that point and make it into the regional tournament. A lot can happen when you have not necessarily a full house here cheering on the team, but still you've got an opportunity to have familiarity and maybe the most important thing, not having to travel. Being able to theoretically, for some of these players, roll out of bed and be here in 10 minutes could be a massive advantage when you look at it, when you're going to have some teams that might have to travel an hour or more to get here to games. Well, we've talked enough. We've let you know more about each team. Grayson County off to the best start in program history. Whitesville Trinity looking to make things in the 12th District Tournament just a little bit more interesting. We'll take a break, come back with more, as this is Lady Cougar Volleyball on K105.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you go in an emergency. build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Welcome back here to the Cougar Den. Grayson County and Whitesville Trinity, both teams lined up, getting ready to go, as it looks like we're going to have the national anthem tonight. It looks like it will be Ella Robinson, Chloe Cox, and Bailey Richardson again singing this one as well here tonight. So we are going to shut up and let them sing the anthem, as they're really, really talented for three senior players. So we'll shut up and we'll let them take over here and hear the national anthem from some Lady Cougar volleyball players. We'll now listen in here to the starting lineups for both teams. First for Whitesville Trinity.
Number 22, Josie Hall. Number 24, Georgia Howard. Number 25, Jenna McDowell. Number 26, Hannah Nash. Number 40, Corley Mills. And the libero, number 27, Taylor Pedley. And now, for your Grayson County Cougars, number 12, Brianna Bowl. Number 6, Chloe Cox. Number 15, Allie Dotson. Number 28, Lily Payne. Number 13, Ella Robinson. Number 21, Kenzie Skaggs. And our librero, number 10, Bailey Richardson. And the best manager around, Emily Lush.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Alrighty, it's time for volleyball here in Litchfield. Grayson County taking on the Lady Raiders of Whitesville Trinity. Sam Gormley here with you tonight. We appreciate you tuning in to our coverage of Grayson County Lady Cougar volleyball. As I'm not sure what our official, he might be just going through and doing some, he's checking each of the numbers on the rosters, as I was seeing as to what he might be doing and seeing what might be holding us back here from getting underway, as it should be a great match here between these two teams, as this is a rematch of last year's 12th district tournament that Grayson County won. So it's the first time these two teams have played since that match that was played in Whitesville. And it looks like our match is about to get underway. And to serve, it'll be Georgia Howard for the Lady Raiders of Whitesville Trinity. She lets it fly, and we are underway from the Cougar Den. Ella Robinson blocked at the net. Keeping it going, though, are the Lady Raiders of Whitesville Trinity. From the right side, blocked at the net again by the Lady Cougars. This time, though, it goes off the hands and out of bounds. As up there to block that was Lily Payne, was one of the first ones in there, along with Kenzie Skaggs for the Grayson County Lady Cougars. Whitesville Trinity up 1-0. Back to serve again is Georgia Howard. The freshman has 9 aces on the season. Received by Richardson for the Lady Cougars. Off to Robinson, who sends it over to the net. And again, another. This time it's a kill down by Whitesville Trinity. As Lady Raiders are on your left side of your screen here tonight. They're wearing their blue jerseys with white numerals. Lady Cougars are in their orange jerseys with the navy blue numerals and the navy blue stripe up the side. As Grayson County will remain on the right side of your screen as there is finding the open spot. And Grayson County gets on the board here 2-1. So Grayson County will stay on the right side of your screen this entire game. As Emily Butler is set to check in here for Grayson County. She doesn't have, I don't believe, any stats on this season. No, she does. She has played in 9 sets this season with an assist, a dig, and 3 aces. Sending it over and receiving. Grayson County setting it up and just tapping it over his bowl, but Whitesville was not fooled at all and sends it right back over. Quick subs coming in. Lily Payne checks right back into the game, and checking out will be Butler. So you have the socially distanced crowd here tonight. As a reminder for those fans that are here, they have to wear masks and so on. Richardson off to Robinson, who shoots one from right in the middle. The libero is there to receive for Whitesville Trinity. A kill off the right side for Whitesville Trinity, and that was Hannah Nash, 77, coming into this game. The freshman. She's one of the lone players that has some height on the floor right now for the Lady Raiders. To serve, a lefty outside, as that was Josie All. And I should have known it was her for being a lefty, as you see her as a basketball player. Really talented player. Robinson, the kill received by the Lady Raiders. Down to your left, Richardson off the bowl. To the middle to Robinson. She taps one off. The Lady Raiders right there to send it right back over. In the middle. And a long hit out of bounds by Dotson. 5-1. Whitesville Trinity on top of the Lady Cougars. And Lady Cougars winners of their last 6 matches. Off to their best start in program history. Richardson gets it off. Nice dig. Down by the senior libero, Bailey Richardson. Keeping it going is Grayson County Robinson. Over to All. Finding the inside, and the Lady Raiders have a 6-1 lead. Timeout on the floor taken by Kelly Hall. Whitesville up early, 6-1. This is Lady Cougar Volleyball on K105.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Not the start Grayson County was wanting in this one. They trail 6-1 early on here in this first set, forcing the timeout called by head coach Kelly Hall. Score to bring in fact, one that matters to 12th District volleyball fans. Right now, through 3 sets, Edmonson County on top of Butler County 2-1 as the 4th set is getting ready to get underway. I believe that one is live from downtown Browntown tonight. So here comes a serve from the lefty, the hook, Josie All. Lets one fly, and Richardson's there to receive for the Lady Cougars. Off to Robinson. Whitesville Trinity trying to keep things alive on their side, but it'll go right into the net as Kenzie McDowell tried to turn around and hit one over, but it goes right smack in the middle. Good crowd, though, here tonight. I see lots of familiar faces on the opposite side for the Lady Cougar fan base. Kenzie Skaggs to serve. For Grayson County, Skaggs came into this game with 23 aces. She's going to get another chance here after a point. The senior Skaggs on the season. Again, those 23 aces, 49 kills, 3 blocks, 54 assists, and 20 digs. And there will be that number, that ace number 24, as she finds that as it went right off the hands of the libero, Taylor Pedley. And I think she thought she had a teammate right there by her, but instead it was an empty spot. Skaggs to serve for the Lady Cougars, 6-4, Whitesville on top of Grayson County. And that serve is long. Service error for Skaggs. It will be the libero Pedley to serve for Whitesville Trinity. Grayson County sending it right back over with ball. Pedley there to receive. Off into the middle, just tapped over the net to the Lady Raiders. Robinson back over. Trinity trying to set something up. To the right side, it's Nash. Grayson County off to Richardson. Line drive hit right back over the net. All off to Nash. Blocked at the net by Grayson County. Continuing it to go. Nash blocked again at the net by Grayson County. Bree Bowl there said no thanks, along with Allie Dotson, but I think Bowl got the majority of that. And it's 7-5, Grayson County trying to make this set a little bit more interesting after the Lady Raiders had led 6-1 to start off with. All off to Nash on the right side. Nash moves around a lot, and that right into the net off the attempt by Chloe Cox. Your head coaches tonight, down to our left, Daniel Morris is the head coach for the Lady Raiders of Whitesville Trinity. Kelly Hall, the head coach for Grayson County. I'm sure Coach Hall has got to be thrilled with her team's start. To serve is Bailey Millay. Cox straight up in and playing pinball on top, and it's going to end up benefiting Grayson County. As it bounced up into the rafters here, it bounced around a couple of times, then when it came down, it came on one of the basketball goals that is down and rolled off down through there and found the bottom of the ground down there. And it's the same way on both sides, so it could have very well happened to Grayson County, something that you don't see happen that often, but everything's in play. Fighting for it over the net, and it'll be a point to Whitesville Trinity. Sub coming in. It will be Abby Payne. She will check in for Kenzie McDowell. And Payne will go right back to serve. 53 digs on the season for the sophomore. Bowl sends it over, received by the Lady Raiders. And out. Daniel Morris doesn't like that call. And I think he probably has a reason to be a little upset with that, because I think that was in, that it was right at the feet of the official down to our right. And it's tough to see. And there's a point for the Lady Raiders. We appreciate you tuning in, though, tonight here on K105 Digital Productions. As always, leave us a comment if you know one of the players, who you might be cheering for. where you might be watching from. Out on the long serve by the Lady Raiders. It was Mills who just sent that one a little bit too long. 7 aces coming into tonight's game, though, and a competitive first set here from the Cougar Den. Chloe Cox, the senior, 16 aces coming into tonight, looking for number 17, and it'll be a service error instead, as it went about 5 feet too long down to our left. If you haven't been back in the Cougar Den since the district tournament, they have upgraded with brand new bleachers, as it looks really, really nice. And it's one of those things that you see pictures and you're like, wow, it looks nice. And then you get here and it looks even better. Serve from the Lady Raiders, and it is in. Point to Whitesville Trinity. As it went on that far side of the floor, and it's hard to see whether it was in or not from our vantage point, but both officials agreed that it was in. Lady Raiders have a 4-point advantage. Dribbling it is Georgia Howard. Line drive received by Richardson to Bull. The middle, Skaggs tapping it over, and Lady Raiders there to get this one back. Blocked at the net. Grayson County, the combination of Skaggs and Payne, bring this match back to within 3. Subs coming in, Payne and Richardson check out. Checking in are Butler and Dotson. It will be Butler to serve. In the middle, tapping it over, continuing it. Grayson County. Robinson with the right hand sends it over too long, and point goes towards the Lady Raiders. More subs coming in. Payne will check right back in. Butler will check out. Richardson also checked in, and checking up for her is Payne. Sub came in for the Lady Raiders. So it was Abby Payne checking out. Not sure who checked in for her, though. Line drive, Grayson County, can they keep it going? They will not. 14-9, Lady Raiders. Autumn Riggs checks in, Chloe Cox checks out. And kind of a lethargic start for Grayson County. All to serve. Richardson returns and sends it right back over the net. Left side blocked, but out of bounds. And the Lady Raiders match their largest lead here at 15-9. Josie All, the lefty. Dribbles it a couple of times, spins it in her hand, lets it fly. Richardson there to receive. Robinson right back over. Out of bounds. This time to serve, it'll be Kenzie Skaggs for Grayson County. Line drive received by the libero, tapped right back over. Skaggs gets to it, but when she sent it back up into the air, no one was there to answer for Grayson County. The libero Pedley over, spinning it around and going right into the net as it went into the hands of Autumn Riggs. And she got it up into, I believe it was Robinson who sent it right back to her. It was just kind of like a spinner. She tried to send it over, but no luck. Skaggs up into the air. Right side, Robinson taps it off. Almost looked like a double hit. But no, it'll turn out to be a point for the Lady Raiders. And it is 18-10, Whitesville Trinity on top. As a reminder, though, Cougar football this week, not on Friday. It is on Thursday. So again, this coming Thursday, it'll be Grayson County against Muhlenberg County. Our coverage will begin at 6:30. If you're watching with us, come back and watch the same spot, and it will be here to watch the Cougs and the Mustangs take on Thursday night football. Whitesville Trinity sending it over, keeping things alive. Robinson. And really, Trinity's doing a great job not allowing Grayson County to have any semblance of action from either one of the sides. From one of the outside hitters, Robinson's been fairly quiet. Skaggs will check out. And Chloe Cox checks in for her. It will be Robinson to serve. The senior outside hitter. 23 aces on the season. Looking for 24. And it is just long, and that was a good call by the back judge there. To serve will be Millay for Whitesville Trinity. Received by the Lady Cougars. Robinson off the right side. Keeping things moving. Off to the side, blocked at the net. Dotson and Bowl combine there to block it down. Grayson County is going to have to string some points together, though. Down 7 here in our opening set. Richardson serves this time to libero. Received by her counterpart. Straight into the air. Cox keeping it rolling to the middle. Robinson to Bowl. To the near side, Cox. And it is in. The kill by Chloe Cox. Had some movement on there, and the Lady Raiders let it go to try and see if it would go long, but it definitely was in. Serve coming from Richardson. And just tapping was Alexis Brown, and she probably should have just let that one go. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor taken by Grayson County, 2013. This is Lady Cougar Volleyball on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We just missed a point coming out by Grayson County. This was a service error by the Lady Raiders of Whitesville Trinity. And there's going to be an ace for Grayson County, trying to make things interesting and make the comeback. As that was an ace by Bree Bowl. Only her third ace on the young season, but couldn't come at a better time as Grayson County trying to keep things going. And you can just sense a little bit of momentum. Good old Uncle Mo shifting in the way of Orange. Blocked at the net, trying to keep things going. Robinson. Outside into the middle. Grayson County keeping it going and tapping it over. Skaggs, nice job by the Lady Raiders. And we have a violation at the net, point towards Grayson County. Bowl to serve again. The deficit is now just 4. At the net and over. Grayson County with a point. Lily Payne. And now Whitesville Trinity will take a timeout of their own. 20 20-17, Grayson County on top. As a reminder, though, as we had said earlier, as Grayson County football will play on Thursday evening, as we will have all of the coverage on K105 Digital Productions beginning at 6:30. Of course, you can also listen to that game on K105 beginning with a locker room show. Should be a very exciting game. Grayson County can put themselves in a real good spot when it comes to district play before traveling. I guess we're going southwest here, coming up next Friday for a good rivalry game renewed against Butler County. And then on Friday evening, we will make our first trip to the Lady Cougar Soccer Complex as the Lady Cougars will take on Warren Central in a district matchup. We hate that we couldn't be there on Thursday as the boys and girls are having a doubleheader against the Bears of Butler County. And there's an ace for Grayson County out of the timeout, as we're not quite technologically advanced for us to be in two places at once. So we have to do the football game coming up on Thursday evening, and we'll do the Lady Cougars coming up on Friday. Blocked at the net by Grayson County, but Whitesville Trinity keeps things alive. Cox over, in for the kill. Chloe Cox, and it's a one-point game. Lady Cougars were down 20-13 at one point in this match, but they have now scored 6 straight points off the serve of Bree Bowl. Can she tie us up? We haven't been tied, I don't think, since 0-0. Over to the right side, Robinson receives. To the near side, Skaggs. Whitesville Trinity just staying alive in the middle. Robinson keeps it up with the right hand. Robinson to Bowl, setting it up to Cox. Lady Raiders there to keep it alive. Robinson to Bowl, back to Robinson from the middle. And a long point coming, back and forth these two teams go, and it is out. But we're gonna have a point for Whitesville Trinity on that, a violation. I missed what it was. But point towards the Lady Raiders. They stopped the 6-point swing for Grayson County. And they're going to talk this over. Bree Bowl at the net talking with the official. I think just wanting a little bit of an explanation on what the call was. That's what I like from officials, is sometimes when a player comes up and talks to you, it's not always just to complain. Sometimes it's just wanting to understand what the call was. You see that in basketball all the time, that you get some officials who think it's automatically complaining and want to quickly go to a tee, or in baseball go for an ejection. There's a long serve off the hands of Grayson County, and Whitesville Trinity is back-to-back points. But again, sometimes it's not always a negative thing. They just want to know, or sometimes on a strike three in baseball, you'll think they'll look back and say, oh, was that a strike? Did I swing through a strike? Because there's another point for Whitesville Trinity. They've scored 3 straight here, and it's a 2-point game. 23-19. Corley Mills trying to bring us to our first set point of the night. And she will not get to it off the service error. Put a little bit too much spin on that, and it went right out of bounds. So it's back to within 3. Chloe Cox will try to keep this one going. Received by Whitesville Trinity. Off to the far side. Cox there to receive. Right side blocked to the net by Grayson County. Lily Payne and Kenzie Skaggs combined to bring us to within 2. 23-21. Here in our opening set. What a great first set of action this has been. Continuing to keep it alive to Robinson, finding the net. Robinson brings us to within 1, 23-22. The Lady Cougar faithful coming to really one of the first things they can cheer about here as they look to tie. Again, the match has not been tied since 0-0. Richardson to Bull to Robinson, and Whitesville Trinity there to receive. Off to that far side. Nice job with the right hand does Cox. Robinson sends it over as well. And in for the Lady Raiders, and we have ourselves set point. And immediately, the big hitter, Hannah Nash, checks in, and checking out will be Bailey Millay. 24-22. To serve will be Georgia Howard. Richardson receives. Bull to Robinson, but the Lady Raiders keep it alive. Robinson in, says the back official. That's a Whitesville Trinity parent. And I think, or is that it might be a Lady Cougar parent, but the Lady Raider coaching staff, Daniel Morris and Cassidy Morris, both not happy with the decision, but it is back to a 1-point game. But again, we're still in set point. Mr. Spirit's he's gonna take the ball himself, it looks like. Giving it to Dr. Bryce Meredith. Off to the right side, and Grayson County keeping it alive. To the middle, sending it over, Dotson. The libero receives for the Lady Raiders. Grayson County trying to make this extend one more point. Robinson. Kill, and it is a kill for the Lady Raiders. They take the first set 25-23. An exciting first set of action, and it's Whitesville Trinity with a 1-0 lead as this is Lady Cougar Volleyball on K105.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
The Lady Cougar comeback in that first set comes up just short as they trailed by 9 at one point, but were able to bring it to within 1 multiple times, but weren't able to take the set as Whitesville Trinity took that one 25-23, an exciting first set of action as, again, teams do not switch sides here. They will both stay on their respective sides. So the Lady Raiders, for the entirety of this match, no matter how long we might go, whether it's the full 5, just 3, whatever it might be, they will stay on the left side of your screen while Grayson County will stay on the right side. Lady Cougars will serve here to start this set. Again, Mr. McGee is in the building tonight. Looks like he has given back the volleyball that he had taken early on or late in that first set. Waiting for the officials to allow us to begin here. It appears we are getting closer and closer to getting the okay. Here we go. I heard one of the officials say, so we can get underway. Emily Butler gets us started here in this second set. Whitesville Trinity has the 1-0 lead, but Grayson County jumps out quick here early on, 1-0. Last night it was Owensboro who took the first set against the Lady Cougars, 25-19. And then on Saturday, it was Western Hills that took the first set. So this is the third straight match the Lady Cougars have lost the first set. But in both of those matches, they came back to win 3-1. Could something similar happen here? Robinson keeping it alive to the middle and in. Finding the one open spot was Jenna McDowell, the senior. That was just really good job there, finding that one spot in that back left corner. To serve will be Georgia Howard, the freshman, looking for her 10th ace on the season. Line drive received by Grayson County, and just getting it over was Bree Bowl, and it will turn out to be a point for Grayson County. Bree Bowl just punched that one in the air, and I'm not sure the Lady Raiders were quite ready for it. Kenzie Skaggs to serve. Just getting that one off of the ground were the Lady Raiders. Robinson tapping it off with the left hand. Whitesville Trinity, though, keeps it alive. Richardson to Bowl to Robinson. Kill for Ella Robinson. That might have been her first kill of this match. She was kept fairly quiet in the first set, 3-1, though here through one. In this second set of action, again, the Lady Raiders lead, though, overall 1-0. As I see here looking down, we appreciate everyone tuning in. Our good friend Roger Lush from the Grayson County Alumni Football Association tuning in with us. As tapping and rolling around the net, as that one seemed like it just rolled all the way down the net, but it turns out to be in the favor of Grayson County. It's the one thing you gotta love about sports is the weird things that can happen like that. Like the ball rolled, it was probably a foot down the net or so, but it had so much spin on it that it spun back and towards the way of Whitesville Trinity. Skaggs to serve again. Grayson County with their largest lead of this match here in the second set. So they did not lead in that first set. Blocked at the net, but Whitesville keeps it alive. Blocked again. This time they will not keep it alive. Point to the Lady Cougs. The bench is really getting into it, and you gotta love it, the socially distanced bench. Skaggs to serve, and just long, and it was out of bounds. And there's Mr. McGee again getting the ball. And he'll loop one over to Josie All. Putting him to work early. The lefty All spins it in her hand, lets it fly. Line drive received by the libero Richardson. Robinson over towards the Lady Raiders. Off to that right side and out on the long hit by Hannah Nash, the freshman. You can tell, though, that the freshman, she's got a lot of potential. She's got good mechanics. Could be a good little volleyball player here in a couple of years for the Lady Raiders. We've got a lot of really good athletes. I mean, between Morris, All over to Robinson here. Down to the right side, and Cox sends it right into the net. Out on the long serve as that was the libero Pedley. Bailey Richardson serving. A rainbow serve of sorts, and her counterpart will send it back over. Cox. Off. Kill. Lady Cougs. 8-3, Grayson County trying to take firm control of the second set. But as we learned in that first set, and there's a kill! Grayson County. The backspin really helped out there. Bailey Richardson picks up that one, her 13th ace on the season. You could say it's lucky 13. High into the air. Off to Robinson and long on the hit. Point to Whitesville Trinity. Sub coming in here. Checking out will be Hannah Nash. Checking in will be Bailey Millay, who will serve this one. Robinson receives. Off into the middle. Cox, and is it in? It is! Point to the Lady Cougars, as it looked like it was in from our vantage point. And every official said it was, and there was no complaint from Daniel Morris, so it was definitely in. Bowl, received by all. And fighting over the ball a little bit with the Lady Raiders there. Robinson. Off to Lily Payne, but it goes right into the net. (10-5) though. Lady Cougars still doubling up the Lady Raiders in this second set. But it is Whitesville Trinity with a 1-0 early on lead overall in the match. Richardson to Bowl in the middle, down to Skaggs. And there's a kill from Kenzie Skaggs. Mr. Spirit loving it down to our left. Into it. Can Grayson County add to this 6-point advantage? And it's out. That one definitely was. 12-5. Will Daniel Morris look to maybe take a timeout? And he will. Timeout. Whitesville Trinity 12-5 here in this first set. We'll take a 30-second break. Come back with more. This is Lady Cougar Volleyball right here on K105.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, 12-5. Lady Cougars on top here in this second set. Quickly out of the timeout by Daniel Morris, the Whitesville Trinity Lady Raider head coach. And just getting it over the net was the serve by Grayson County. Blocked to the net, and point towards the Lady Cougs, 13-5. Cox to serve again for Grayson County. She spins one over at the net, received by the Lady Raiders. Keeping it alive, back to Bowl, and she gets it right into the top. And just couldn't get enough spin on it to let it spin over the net and help out Grayson County. Off into the air, Payne gets it over, and Whitesville keeps it alive, though. At the net, Bull to the middle to Payne. And nice job there, just battling hard. Our Grayson County Cox keeps it alive with the right hand, but it goes right into the referee's stand. Point towards the Lady Raiders. 13-7 is the Whitesville Trinity deficit here in the second set. Bowl into the middle to Payne, to Skaggs. They get it over the block. Robinson at the net. It is blocked partially by McDowell. This time it is blocked by Grayson County. Payne and Skaggs combine for that one. And Grayson County's doubled up. Whitesville Trinity up by a touchdown here in the second set, 14-7. As back to serve again will be the sophomore Emily Butler. Not a lot of action so far this season, but we've seen her serve a couple of times here. To start off with, down to Robinson, keeps it inside the pole. Blocked, and sending it down, Allie Dotson for the kill. Dotson didn't think twice with it, put it with some emphasis and send it right down to the floor. All down to the right side. And just into the net, but Grayson County keeps it alive. Can't get it over, though. As Bowl did a nice job, but she didn't get enough of it into the air for Skaggs to send it over, and when she tried to, it went right into the net. (15-8) though, Grayson County on top, but it is the overall lead for the Lady Raiders. Out on the service error there by McDowell. And again, Grayson County doubling up the Lady Raiders of Whitesville Trinity, 16-8. This set is probably a little bit more what Kelly Hall was looking for. Keeping it alive, off into the middle, and finding the kill. Jenna McDowell, her 52nd kill on the season. And it's 16-9. Robinson into the net. That's where Grayson County's got to be careful. They still have a six-point advantage in this set. But you don't want them to get much closer. Here are the Whitesville Trinity fans on the other side saying 1 point at a time, 1 point at a time. Josie All received by Richardson at the net and just sending it back, and that'll be 4 hits. And again, it's now down to 5. You were up 8 at one point, 3 straight points, though, for the Lady Raiders. Somebody needs to step up and take control. And there's going to be an ace for the Lady Raiders of Whitesville Trinity. And it's now down to 4. Timeout taken by Kelly Hall. Good timeout. 16-12. Lady Cougars still have the 4-point advantage here in the second set. This is Lady Cougar Volleyball right here on K105.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Coming out of the timeout, Grayson County still has the 4-point advantage, but Kelly Hall, probably a smart timeout there, just trying to settle everything down, you know. 4 straight points by the Lady Raiders, but don't let it turn into 5, 6, 7, because then it's a different match. What does Grayson County look at coming out of the timeout? Kill by Robinson is blocked partially at the net by Whitesville Trinity. Keeping it alive, and there's another point for the Lady Raiders. (16-13). It's a 3-point advantage. Richardson to Skaggs, sending over Bowl. And another point, and it is a 2-point match at 16-14. Not what Grayson County is wanting here. This is almost identical to the first set, but it's in a different way. Grayson County had the big deficit, and there's another point. It's a 1-point match. As in the first set, it was Whitesville Trinity who had the big early lead, and Grayson County made the comeback to bring it to within 1. This time, the roles have reversed. Grayson County probably going to hope for a similar result of that first set with a team that had the lead hanging on. But it will need to be here where somebody needs to step up. Bree Bowl, but Whitesville Trinity keeping things alive. Robinson blocked at the net. She's there to receive it, tapping it over, and a violation is going to be called, and a point to Grayson County. 17-15. Official talking to Daniel Morris, letting him know what the call was. Sub coming in, checking into the game will be Alexis Brown, checking out Kenzie Skaggs. And Autumn Riggs also checks out. I'm not sure who checked in for her. Allie Dotson was the one that checked in for that. So Robinson to serve for Grayson County. They have the 2-point advantage. And the serve is long. Service error by Robinson. And it's back to a 1-point game. Richardson fighting over the ball a little bit is Grayson County. Just getting it over the net, though. Straight into the air. Robinson receives. To Bowl, to Cox. The dig, though, by Whitesville Trinity. And there is the tying point up at 17. To serve is the libero Pedley. Trinity looking for their first lead in this set. And it is out. And there it is, the first lead for the Lady Raiders at 18-17 here in the second set. And Grayson County was up 8 at one point, 16-8. Since that point, it's been a 10-1 Lady Raider run. Cox to try and answer and stop the bleeding for Grayson County. And it is fighting over it at the net. Down to Cox, tapped, and point to Grayson County. Let's hope that something like that going well for Grayson County can be the thing that turns the tide in this half. Off and keeping it alive and over the net, but out. And again, the Lady Raiders with the lead. And we're having a sub in here. Is checking into the game is Bailey Millay. Checking out is Abby Payne, is Hannah Nash. Sending it off and keeping it alive, trying to keep things going. Violation called on Grayson County, and it's a 2-point advantage. (20-18). Grayson County's played in one 5-set match, and there's a point. Lady Cougars have played in one 5-set match this season, and they lost it 3-2 against Breck County. It is their only loss of the season. For the Lady Raiders, they have not played a 5-set match this season. Grayson County's got to find an answer here. But at this point, they just got to get one set on their side. Payne long. 21-19. To serve will be Gabby Payne. 21-19. Received by Robinson. To Bowl, to Skaggs. Finding the interior of the box. Mr. McGee loving it down to our left. 21-20. It's a 1-point match. It's been a great game so far. To the right side. Keeping it alive is Grayson County. Richardson. Back to Cox from the free throw line, sending it over. In the middle, blocked at the net. Point Lady Cougars tie game, 21-all. Chloe Cox trying to give this match back into the favor of Grayson County. And sending it over is Robinson, and a point to Whitesville Trinity. Violation by Grayson County. The Whitesville Trinity bench all got up at the same time wanting it. And the Lady Raiders back to that 1-point advantage. Robinson finding the interior again, and we're back tied up at 22. What an exciting match this has been. And we are only in the second set. Back to serve will again be Emily Butler. She's been kind of the serving specialist of sorts for Grayson County tonight. Out to that far side. Blocked at the net, but out of bounds. This was the same exact score we saw in the first set. Trinity ended up taking the lead at 24-22 before Grayson County scored one more time, but wasn't able to tie it up. To serve will be Georgia Howard, 9 aces on the season. Coming into tonight's match, 38 kills for the freshman as well. Sending it over, received by Cox, to Bowl, to Skaggs. Keeping it alive with the Lady Raiders on our left side of your screen, and there is a kill for Whitesville Trinity. We have ourselves set point. (24-22), Georgia Howard to try and give the Lady Raiders a 2-0 advantage. Robinson, there's a kill, and that will at least extend us one more point. 24-23. Daniel Morris talking with his team. And it will be Kenzie Skaggs to try and extend us at least one more point. Well, in fact, if she gets this one, it'll extend us at least a couple more. Skaggs to serve. And just keeping it alive is Trinity. Can they send it over? All just does get it over. Richardson to Robinson. Blocked partially at the net by the Lady Raiders. Keeping it alive. Off to that far side. Richardson. And it's going to hit the backboard. Grayson County keeping it alive to Robinson. Tapping it over. There's the bottom of the court. What a play by Grayson County. It bounces off of the backboard of the basketball goal up top. And we have ourselves all tied up at 24. This is where things get real interesting because you got to win by 2. So we no longer have set point. Skaggs to serve. Into the middle, all. Off to that far side, blocked at the net by Grayson County. The communication being a lot better here. Robinson back over, blocked at the net by Whitesville Trinity, keeping things alive. What an exciting 24-all point here. Over and out, says the official. Daniel Morris doesn't like it. And that will make it a set point here for the Lady Cougars. We're having a timeout on the floor taken by Daniel Morris and Whitesville Trinity. And again, that's on the far side of the floor, so it's tough for us to see whether it was in or out. And the official had said, or the parent that was helping originally had said that it at first was out, but I think quickly realized that he meant to say that it was in, as he quickly changed his call. Or sorry, it would be the opposite. He said it was in, but meant to say it was out. So he quickly changed his mind. So it is a set point for Grayson County, 25-24. It will be Kenzie Skaggs again to serve. Dribbling it. Spinning it twice in her hand, letting it fly. And off into the air, Grayson County setting this one up nicely. All, though, gets it over. Communication failure for Grayson County, but Cox keeps it alive. And this time it'll fall out. Point! Lady Cougs set. Grayson County, 26-24. Grayson County takes the second set and evens our matchup at 1. This is Lady Cougar Volleyball on K105.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. That's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
Great first two sets here, as it was 25-23 Whitesville Trinity in the first set, 26-24 Grayson County in the second set. So I mean, just a great first two sets here. And if you're Grayson County, you're probably wanting things to be a little less exciting. I mean, you're probably the favorites in this match, but favorites only mean so much, because when the ball is thrown in the air, anything can happen. So to serve here to start this third set, Georgia Howard. 1-1 is the score of our match. Robinson into the middle, now down to Cox, blocked at the net by Whitesville Trinity, and just getting it over. In and over the rafters up top. Using it to their advantage, it's helped Grayson County. It's hurt Whitesville Trinity, blocked at the net. Point Lady Cougs, Chloe Cox got her hand in that one. And here comes the setting specialist, Molly Butler. Checking in, the sophomore. Scans, fires, and there to keep it alive are the Lady Raiders. Skaggs fires one down, but Trinity there with a dig. Partially blocked to the net. Skaggs keeps it alive and trying to keep it going was Butler. She wasn't able to, and immediately checking in, Lily Payne. Payne checks back out here. It looks like Dotson was the one that checked in instead. Line drive serve received by Robinson to Bowl. Back here to the near side to Cox. A little curve on that one. Robinson to Bowl. Richardson just off of her hands and into the net. Sending this over, Josie All, again the lefty. Trinity with a 2-1 lead here in this third set. That one just barely makes it over the net. Blocked at the net by Grayson County. Skaggs taps it over. Back and forth the two teams go. Cox gets it in. Chloe Cox ties her match up at 2. Kenzie Skaggs to serve. And right into the net. Service error for Skaggs. Coach Hall, a little frustration here on the near sideline. Skaggs over to Bowl. Off into the middle and off the hands of Robinson. 4-2. And this is just where Grayson County's got to take a deep breath, keep things going. Into the net. Service error by the libero, Taylor Pedley. Checking out Kenzie Skaggs. And back to serve Chloe Cox. Back here to the near side. Nash, and her serve is out. Point Lady Cougars. The referee was given a stare down towards a fan. I'm not sure if the fan said something or if he was just looking, and served long by Cox. Point to Whitesville Trinity. He gave a stare down, and I'm not sure if it was just a, oh, is there somebody back there? If that was a, don't say anything else to a fan that was behind him, technically on the Grayson County side, but it would be interesting to see why you'd be looking at somebody on the Grayson County side after a call goes in Grayson County's favor. Then again, that hasn't stopped anybody in other instances. Bowl to Robinson, and there's a point towards the Lady Cougs. 5-all here in this third set. It's been just a really exciting match, though. I mean, if things continue this way, I think we're almost guaranteed to go the full 5, which the K105 Digital Productions crew has never done. We've never gone the full 5. Off here to the near side, Robinson, and she gets it over, but was it? It was, I thought it came on the interior of the pull there, and both teams just kind of stopped because I think everyone saw it, but the officials did not. So I guess good sportsmanship there by Ella Robinson. I know she kind of went and looked and said, well, it went on the wrong side. So as I think, though, more and more, I'm not sure. Well, I guess we had an overtime game in basketball season. I was trying to think if we'd done much overtime, because I guess the fifth set is kind of like overtime. So there's another point for Grayson County. It's, I guess, the volleyball equivalent of overtime. So, because it's not the full distance. You know, you only play to 15 instead of 25 like a typical set. Far side, blocked the net. Howard went up for it. Right in there was Ella Robinson to block it at the net. And Grayson County has retaken this lead at 7-6. Right into the air, blocked, but off the hands of Grayson County. Lily Payne and Ella Robinson went up for that, but no luck. To serve for Whitesville Trinity was Corley Mills. Skaggs gets the kill. She sent it right into the hands of Bailey Millay, the junior. The junior didn't seem really ready for it. Point to Grayson County. And again, the story of this entire match continuing to take shape here in this third set. Except really the first two sets. The first one was all Whitesville Trinity early on. Grayson County came back. The second set was all Lady Cougars, and then Whitesville Trinity came back. This one, though, has been back and forth. I'm not sure any team has had a lead larger than 2 in the set. Eight to 8. Richardson, and it'll be a kill here for Whitesville Trinity. Or sorry, an ace for Whitesville Trinity. That's Georgia Howard. She'll move into double digits in that category here on the year. Richardson receives. Bowl to the middle to Skaggs. Blocked at the net by Whitesville Trinity. Keeping it alive by the Lady Cougars. Cox over. Received by the libero. Nash met at the net by Grayson County, and it'll turn into a Lady Cougar point. Nine all here in this third set. Robinson to serve. No, she'll actually hand it off again to Emily Butler. Checking out Lily Payne. Off into the air. And there will be a point to the Lady Cougs. Emily Butler did exactly what she was supposed to do there. All up into the middle and partially blocked, and it turns out to hurt. Grayson counting the kill by Jenna McDowell, the senior for the Lady Raiders. (10-10). Back and forth the two teams go. All to serve the lefty. Received by Richardson. Off into the middle, Dotson. And bouncing it around, Trinity, point long. And again, neither team able to take control in this set. 11-10. Skaggs to serve. Received by the libero. At the net. Point to the Lady Cougars. And I think this has been the largest lead of this set. I'm not sure any other team has had a lead of more than 2 in this set. As I look down to the illustrious sports writer Don Brown, he will be able to maybe tell me if it's been anything more than 1. Is it in? It is out. So the lead goes back to 1. Serving is the libero, Pedley. Met at the net was Bowl. Richardson right into the air. Dotson gets it over. Tapping it around are the Lady Raiders. Nash, Richardson receives. Back to the near side, Cox. And Whitesville Trinity keeping this little rally alive here. Nash, Richardson, Skaggs. Nice job by Grayson County keeping it alive. Off and Robinson can't get that one, and she shows some frustration, smacking the floor a couple of times. I think she realizes that's one that she usually gets. 12-all. Here in this first set, we're tied up again. Out. Service error on the serve by Pedley. Grayson County retakes the lead here in the third set. 13-12. Again, we're tied up 1-1 overall. Again, as a reminder, you can always go back and re-watch games. So you might have seen Grayson County run all over Breckenridge County last Friday night, 27-0. You can go back and re-watch that game in its entirety on our YouTube page. Search K105, the best mix. You can also see Lady Cougars sweep over Edmonson County here in volleyball. Kill for Robinson. Or you can also see Thomas Nelson. Grayson County ran all of them as well, 26-6. But again, most recent K105 digital productions broadcast, in fact, the only one last week, was the dominating win over the Fighting Tigers of Breckenridge County. 14-12, Grayson County matches their largest lead of this set. All down here to the near side, Nash. Nice job, Richardson, keeping it alive for Grayson County. Robinson into the net, point. Lady Cougs, they have the largest lead of the set here, 15-12. Cox spins it in her hand, lets it fly. Straight in, and it barely misses touching the rafters. Down here to Robinson. And there's a kill for Ella Robinson, 16-12. We just said a minute ago that one team needs to take control in this set. Grayson County appears to maybe be doing so. And it is a timeout on the floor taken by the Lady Raiders. 16-12 here in the third set. This is Lady Cougar Volleyball on K105.
Being prepared is a part of who you are. But it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you'll go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
Coming out of the timeout, Grayson County leads 16-12. Probably good timeout there by the Lady Raiders head coach Daniel Morris. Cox serving for Grayson County. And that will be a point there for Whitesville Trinity as Bailey Richardson tried to chase it down, but almost too much spin on it. And I'm not sure if she would have even gotten to that ball if she'd have been able to send it over. To serve, Bailey Millay. No aces on the season for the junior. She won't get one this time either. All straight up into the air. McDowell over. Brown does a nice job keeping it alive. Robinson this time, and it is long. That time Robinson just had to get it over any way that she possibly could. (17-13), Grayson County on top. Or sorry, 16-14. Scoreboard is wrong. Whitesville Trinity fan immediately let the As it looks like we got a little guy running the scoreboard down here right now. And he's there letting them know that the scoreboard is wrong. I mean, he can't be, much older than 10 down there running the scoreboard, so letting him know almost immediately that he made a mistake. And you know what? It happens. It happens. I mean, Danny Beasley can't run the scoreboard every time. You know that there'll never be a mistake when our good friend is running the scoreboard. Over to the far side. And running it down, but not just out of her reach. Trinity just staying alive here in this set. It's a 2-point match. To serve, Abby Payne. Richardson. Robinson tapping it over, and Trinity keeps it alive at first. Can they get it over? They will not. Point, Lady Cougs. (18-15). It will be Bree Bowl to serve for Grayson County, and is it in? It is in. I think that did hit. It was close. It was real close. We need maybe our next advancement in technology here for the K105 Digital Productions crew is if you've seen in tennis, I'm sure they have it in volleyball too. If you're watching some of the big tennis matches, they have where it can go to like virtual reality and see where the ball actually hit. If you've ever watched like ESPN do something, it's really cool. We're not that advanced just yet as Grayson County sends one out. Brings us back to within 3 here at 19-16. We're not advanced just quite yet. Richardson straight into the air, off the bowl. Robinson, line drive kill for Grayson County. (20-16). Grayson County still trying to they've taken control of the set, but they haven't really, it's just like a light grasp. They need to grab it and take control of this. Can't let Trinity come back in the set like they did the set ago. Because they just need to take advantage of this match. Robinson does a nice job at the floor grabbing that one. Clock sends it over. Point, Lady Cougs. It's a 5-point advantage. To serve will be again Ella Robinson. Dribbles it 3 times, spins it in her right hand, and lets it fly. All at the net. Tapping it over lightly with the right hand was Jenna McDowell. Cocks right into the net. Point towards the Lady Raiders of Whitesville Trinity. This will be Georgia Howard, the freshman. One thing with this Lady Raider team, only one senior, Jenna McDowell, and they're without maybe their best athlete, Cassidy Morris. She's sitting down on the sideline right now with her knee in a brace. She's not played at all this season. And there's a kill for Whitesville Trinity, and it will be the aforementioned Jenna McDowell. Howard to serve again for the Lady Raiders. Received by Richardson. Straight into the air, in the middle, Skaggs tapped off. Keeping things alive, but they're to lead. Point, Lady Cougars. Another 4-point advantage. Again, this is where you just need to take control of this set and go up 2-1. Makes yourself in a whole lot better space. Timeout taken here. Daniel Morse will take it with him. 22-18. Lady Cougars on top here in our third set. It is all tied up at 1 overall. This is Lady Cougar Volleyball on K105.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
22-18 here in the third set of action. Whitesville Trinity just taking the timeout, trying to stop old Uncle Mo from taking advantage here in this match. Good old momentum. Sometimes the most powerful thing in a sporting event. In the middle, Robinson keeping it alive with the right hand. Off, Cox just getting it over. A little bit of the home bounce for Grayson County, but it won't turn out to points as it's a kill by the Lady Raiders of Whitesville Trinity. Willie Payne checking in. Looks like we got some perspiration on the floor. This is where we need, I always love in basketball, college basketball games, you have the little kids who will run out there with a towel or with the broom or something to clean it up. Maybe we found a job for our good friend Cody Brock, our good camera operator. Get him out there with the running cameras and running the towel. He shakes his head. Richardson for Grayson County, and Dotson sends it right into the net. And again, this is what I said. We do have a final score coming in. In boys soccer, Grayson County defeats Campbellsville 1-0. So the boys have back-to-back wins now. They will play Butler County on Thursday evening. Skaggs into the middle, keeping it alive, sending it off, and a long serve, point Lady Cougars. Again, congrats to the Cougar boys, 1-0 over Campbellsville. Thanks to Coach Fukuhara for letting us know that final. So we can bring it to you. Skaggs, and that's in. Ooh, he calls it out. That looked like it was in, but our back official says it was out. We might need to bring our instant replay out here. 23-21. Obviously no complaint from the Whitesville Trinity bench. Happened right in front of them, but it looked pretty darn good to us. Keeping things alive. You heard the illustrious sports writer Don Brown. He said it was in. And now we have another point for Whitesville Trinity, and what would have been set point has now brought the Lady Raiders to within one. And we're going to have a timeout. Grayson County here and this is another one, kind of like you saw the Lady Raiders take last set. Just kind of like a deep breath, calm down. It's okay, we still are up one. You know, we are control of this set. That's what you need to know. Nothing more than just that. Again, as a reminder, Thursday night football. And again, like I was telling our digital productions crew here tonight, if it's Thursday night football, you got two choices. You got the Dolphins and the Jaguars for NFL, or the Cougars and the Mustangs of Muhlenberg County. I mean, I might be a little biased, but I think the decision is pretty easy. Come and join us on Thursday evening, 7 o'clock kick between Grayson County and Muhlenberg County. Great district battle. Watch it on K105 Digital Productions or listen to it on K105. As again, the choice is easy between two not very good NFL teams or the Grayson County Cougars. The choice is easy. Fitzmagic or Caden Woodcock and Kaylor Decker. It's an easy choice. Straight into the air and sending it over is Grayson County, trying to get to set point. Blocked the net, and there to be set point, Grayson County. 24-22. The serve coming from Chloe Cox here on set point. Grayson County trying to take advantage of this match. Received by Whitesville Trinity. Tapping it over. Robinson sending it back. Point! Lady Cougs set. Grayson County, they take a 2-1 advantage. And we head to set number 4. Grayson County up 2-1. This is Lady Cougar Volleyball on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind, and when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Set number 4 coming our way now. Grayson County on top of this one, 2-1 overall, but really 3 very close sets. First 2 decided by only 2 points. This last one was decided by 3 points. Again, Grayson County could clinch this match here by winning this set, or we will be heading to the decisive 5th set, or as I like to call it, kind of our overtime. I don't know about you. I think I'm about ready to, let's just win it right now. Grayson County will serve first, and they will turn to the sophomore, Emily Butler. She's an ace already tonight. Looking for another one in an early set lead. This is another thing. Grayson County just hasn't been able to truly take a set and control it. They're probably the better team. Again, like I said, the better team doesn't always win. And officials allowing the subs in, as it'll be Taylor Pedley. She'll check in for Corley Mills. Looks like we're going to be allowed to get ready to roll now. And the opening serve of this 4th set, Grayson County again on top, 2-1 overall. Blocked to the net, point, Lady Cougs. One to nothing. Serve into the net, service error by the sophomore Butler. And Lily Payne will check in, Butler will check out. And Payne will check right back out, and Richardson will check in. To serve will be Georgia Howard. And it's into the net. Service error for Whitesville Trinity. Grayson County gets their second point and retakes the lead here at 2-1. Skaggs spins it in her hand, just getting it over the net. Perfect serve, and it goes in. An error as Josie All misread that one as it bounced off the net, and she wasn't able to read it. And it goes here 3-1. Is the Grayson County advantage now in this 4th set. Skaggs again to serve. Received by the Lady Raiders. In the middle, blocked by Dotson. This one gets over Dotson, into the net. Dotson keeps it going, and Cox can't get it over. It is 3-2. Sub coming in, it will be Kenzie McDowell. Checking in for the Lady Raiders of Whitesville Trinity. Taking a seat was Abby Payne. All to serve, the lefty. Straight into the air. Off the right side, Robinson. To Bull, to Dotson, blocked the net by Whitesville Trinity. Dotson sends it in. Is it in? It is! And Daniel Morris points and says that one was on me, as he said it was out. But he had no complaint at all from the sideline, as he immediately pointed those, saying that that one was on him, as he told his team it was going out, but it ended up just hitting that line. And again, it doesn't matter if the ball hits a millimeter of the line. It's just got to hit part of it. Robinson sending it over. Richardson receives to Bowl. To the middle to Dotson. Kill for Allie Dotson. Point for the Lady Cougs. They'll turn to Chloe Cox now. Grayson County on top, 5-3 in this fourth set, leading the match 2-1. Whitesville Trinity won the first set, ace for Cox. Lady Raiders won the first set. Grayson County has won the last two to take control of the match. But it's really been very even tonight. Straight into the air, all off to that far side and finding the interior. Robinson's kill is out. A little too much curve on that. The Trevor Bauer curve goes just a little bit too much for Ella Robinson. And back to serve now for the Lady Raiders, Taylor Pedley, Jr. She's one of the few that doesn't play basketball. As you see a lot of these, for at least the Lady Raiders, a lot of them play basketball as well. Robinson just getting it over the net. I think Robinson is the lone volleyball player, as that's out. She's the lone Lady Cougar that plays basketball as well. Scanning the list, yeah, that's true. So it is only Ella Robinson that plays basketball and volleyball for Grayson County, but the Lady Raiders have quite a few that play both. Hannah Nash does not play basketball either, I don't believe, for the Lady Raiders. Richardson to Bowl, to Robinson, and again, a little bit too much on the Trevor Bauer curve for Robinson, and out of bounds. Bailey Millay checking in here for Whitesville Trinity. Grayson County set and ready to receive this one. Straight into the air, Robinson tapping it over and finding the interior. That time, the Trevor Bauer works for Ella Robinson, 8-5. And Bree Bowl back to serve for Grayson County. Quick mover. Out of bounds on the long hit by Whitesville Trinity, and Grayson County has a 9-5 advantage here in this one. Bree Bowl again to serve. Trying to go for another point here, which would be the second straight off of her serve. Richardson to Bowl, to Robinson, tapping it over, and just keeping it alive was the libero, Pedley. Richardson gets it over. Trinity setting up a play of their own, but there to receive was Cox, tapping it off into the middle, Skaggs, and that'll be 4 hits. Point to the Lady Raiders of Whitesville Trinity. Abby Payne to serve for the Lady Raiders of Whitesville Trinity. Over. Go Grayson County. Heard Kelly Hall maybe pick up on her mic there saying go to her team. Blocked at the net by Skaggs. Lady Raiders keeping it alive. Robinson back to Cox. She sends it over. Robinson over. Over, and that's just off the hand of Pedley. And because of it, just slipped out of her hand of sorts. Continuing on my baseball references. Robinson to serve. And that'll be an ace. As Millay just turned and watched it as it dropped in, and it wasn't necessarily close to going out. She had some space down there, and Lady Cougars have their largest lead of this fourth set, 11-6. And it'll be Robinson to serve again. Sending it off into the air. Over to that far side, Robinson. Into the air, and just getting it over with the right hand, punching it over was Kenzie Skaggs. Communication coming from Grayson County. Cox right into the hands with some velocity. The Luis Castillo fastball. And timeout on the floor taken by Whitesville Trinity. We'll take it with them. This is Lady Cougar Volleyball on K105.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Grayson County doubled up Whitesville Trinity here in this fourth set, 12-6. Again, as a reminder, Thursday night football coming up on Thursday, Grayson County, Muhlenberg County, and then on Friday night, we'll make our first trip to the pitch as Grayson County and Whitesville Trinity take it in girls soccer. Robinson serve. Lady Raiders trying to stop the bleeding, and that's not going to do it. 13-6. See our good friend Roger Lush chiming in from North Carolina. He's saying you are having way too much fun, and yes, you are right. We are having way too much fun here. And there's an ace for Grayson County. Ella Robinson finding it. As like I say, I fully admit that I am not a volleyball aficionado, so I have to make my references to things that I really do know, like the game of baseball, like the game of basketball, like the game of football. And baseball is just on my mind right now, being in a playoff hunt. 14-6, Robinson to serve. All up into the air. Down to the near side and into the net. Stops the bleeding for Whitesville Trinity. So here comes the serve from Corley Mills. Richardson receives. Off into the air to Bowl. Up to the far side, Payne, and it is out. Just a little bit too long. 14-8, but really, you can see a stark difference in the benches. Grayson County's bench, ecstatic. Whitesville Trinity, not a lot of conversation going on that side, except for one between two teammates. Cox, and that one, you could tell she just lost control of when she went up. Goes way too long. 14-9. Grayson County, though, still with a 5. point advantage here in this fourth set. Again, Grayson County has the 2-1 lead, so if they win this set, they win the match. If Whitesville Trinity wins this set, we'll head to the decisive fifth set. As a reminder, the fifth set played to 15. Off into the air, Cox sending it over, and that's going to be a point. Lady Cougs, 15-9. Grayson County 10 points away from trying to put this match away. Sub in, it'll again be the serving specialist, Emily Butler. She checks in for Lily Payne. Ella Robinson with a little pep talk before the serve by Butler. And that will turn into an ace. Whatever Robinson might have said turns out to help out the sophomore. And again, she gave her another little one, and it might even just be a go get it. Will it turn into another ace? It doesn't look like it will this time, but Grayson County still keeping things going. Butler straight up into the air. Robinson keeping it alive, sending it over though. Off into the middle, blocked to the net by Grayson County, and it rolls over onto the Lady Raiders side. Keeping things alive and just saving it is Bull with the right hand. And again, the net is playing in Grayson County's favor in this rally. Cox over. Just getting it over was Whitesville Trinity on the dig. Over, blocked at the net by Grayson County. Dotson and Skaggs combined for that. 17-9. Grayson County taking control of the match. As this, I believe, is their largest lead out of any point tonight in a set. Can't remember if they've gotten 8 or 9. Into the air, received by Butler. Into the middle, Bull, over to the far side, Skaggs, blocked to the net, and that'll be a point for the Lady Raiders. But again, this takes you back to the second set, where Grayson County had a lead similar to this. I think it was 16-8, if I remember correctly, in that. And they let Whitesville Trinity come back and end up taking the lead late in that set. It's not what needs to happen right now. This is where somebody needs to step up, take control, and put this at a range to where that cannot happen. So Georgia Howard to Robinson, straight up into the air. And communication, it bounces off the backboard, and the backboard gave points in the favor of Grayson County earlier in the match. This time it helps out Whitesville Trinity. Kelly Hall taking a good timeout though. 17-11 here in this fourth set. Grayson County on top 2-1. This is Lady Cougar Volleyball on K105.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the Cougar Den, 17-11, and I kind of like this. Daniel Morris broke that huddle. He left it about 15 seconds more, but the team for the Lady Raiders stayed in, and they ended up breaking the huddle completely. I kind of like that with a coach. Sometimes you just step away and let your team motivate themselves, because there's some instances where a coach can't. On the floor, in between a point where you might need to take a timeout. So to serve will be Georgia Howard, and it'll turn into an ace for the Lady Raiders. And again, this is feeling a lot like that second set where Grayson County had the big lead, but Whitesville Trinity stormed back. You don't need that happening right now. And it'll be Howard to serve. Daniel Morris pacing the Whitesville Trinity sideline, and it'll be a service error. When a team makes a mistake, you need to capitalize. And now with Skaggs to serve for Grayson County. Let's see if she can turn in 2 or 3 straight here and put this game away. Skaggs with a right hand. Received by the libero. Outside to the kill attempt by Nash, but Grayson County answers. Cox right into the hands of libero. Pedley, point. Lady Cougs. Back up to 7 is the Grayson County lead. Skaggs to serve again. Spins it twice in her hand, lets it fly. Received by Pedley. Tapping it over and out, says the head official. He had the best vantage point out of anybody. Timeout on the floor taken by the Lady Raiders, 20-12. Grayson County on top here in this fourth set. Try and see if we can't bring any scores. Obviously not a lot. Butler County did win that match against Edmonson County in 5 sets. Earlier on today in soccer action, it's the Cougars defeating Campbellsville 1-0. That game happened, just about maybe 1,000 yards over on the other side of campus at the Cougar Soccer Complex, where we will be on Friday evening. Just trying to see if there aren't any other scores. Obviously not a lot happening that's not volleyball or soccer related. In district action, Breck County defeated Butler County in girls soccer 9-1. So Lady Cougars will see that Lady Bear soccer team on Thursday evening in soccer action. And there's an ace for Grayson County out of the timeout. And I said you need to take advantage. And this they might have just done. Up 9, still 4 points away from finishing this match off. Skaggs dribbles. Again, that spinning twice in her hand. Looking for another ace. Won't happen this time. Blocked to the net. Point. Lady Cougs. The bench is loving it. The socially distanced bench for Grayson County. Skaggs slowly working it in her hand. Just gets it over the net. And we might have an ace, but nice job bouncing back. Whitesville Trinity on that after not a great start. Just getting it over and out of bounds. 23-12, Grayson County taking advantage here in this fourth set. Served by Skaggs, just getting it over into the air. All outside to the outside hitter, and there will be an error by Ella Robinson. Served by the lefty All. Trying to keep Whitesville Trinity alive in this match. Outside. In at the net, keeping it going. Just barely over the net. Outside. Blocked the net. Skaggs keeping it alive for Grayson County. Again, they have the 10-point advantage here in this set. Just getting it over off it. And this has been a good rally here on both sides. Cox blocked to the net. Richardson able to keep it alive. Here comes Cox again. This time it is out of Whitesville Trinity, and we have ourselves match points. Match point coming up here. The Lady Cougar faithful rise to their feet. Grayson County trying to finish off the Lady Raiders. Keeping it going. Cox, and that's going to go out of bounds. Bailey Richardson dives right into the feet of Kelly Hall, but good thing to see her bounce right back up. Again, match point number 2. And it'll be Taylor Pedley, the libero, to try and keep the Lady Raiders alive here at the Cougar Den tonight. Robinson, received by Pedley over. Tapping it over. This time it's Cox to Bowl. At the net, fighting for it, and that'll be, keeping it alive is Pedley. I thought that was going to be the match. Robinson kills. She says, I'll take it. Lady Cougars win 3-1. 25-14 is the final set. They have won their 7th straight match, and they are now 9-1 on the season. The best start in program history continues one more. This is getting closer and closer to one of the longest winning streaks winning streaks-wise in program history. Again, the only loss was a 5-setter here at the Cougar Den against Breckenridge County. We'll come back, wrap things up, preview what's to come the rest of the week, as this is Lady Cougar Volleyball right here on K105.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Grayson County fell behind 1-0 overall in this match, but came back and won the last three to take this one 3-1, winning their 7th straight match, and again continuing their best start in program history. Lot to really like here for Grayson County tonight. Not a great first set, but came back, bounced back, played really, really well to continue on. Grayson County's next volleyball match will be on Thursday evening at Meade County. They beat the Lady Waves earlier this season 3-1. I know Don Brown, talking with him about that match, he had mentioned how exciting of a game that was. But again, on Thursday, we will be at Cougar football against Muhlenberg County. For the Lady Raiders of Whitesville Trinity, they will have another district match on Thursday as they will travel to Butler County. That's a 5:30 start time for them before heading to McLean County on Saturday afternoon, a 3 o'clock start time. And then next week, so it will be next Monday, Lady Cougars and the Lady Raiders will meet again. This time the match will be up at Whitesville Trinity High School. So again, your final score 3-1. Grayson County on top of Whitesville Trinity. We'll come back and tell you what's coming up next week. This is Lady Cougar Volleyball on K105.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Welcome back here to the Cougar Den. Grayson County winners tonight, 3-1 over Whitesville Trinity. Again, coming up, just to kind of go over things, what the next week or so is going to look like here for the K105 Digital Productions crew. Thursday evening, Grayson County Cougar football against Muhlenberg County. Our coverage will begin at 6:30. You'll be able to listen to it all on K105 or watch it wherever you might be watching it right now. Then coming up on Friday evening, 5:30 will be the start time as the Lady Cougar soccer team will take on Warren Central. So that will be that coming up. And then next week, I think we got some more soccer games coming up next week. So I think that schedule is next week. And next week seems like eternity away for how long this has been going. But again, Thursday, football against Muhlenberg County here at home at Cougar Stadium. Friday, soccer at home, Lady Cougars against Warren Central. That really wraps up our coverage, though, here tonight from the Cougar Den. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for all of their hard work. Cody Brock was your camera operator. Chase Blaine was your director and camera operator, doing double duty here tonight. The illustrious sports writer Don Brown, be sure to check back in tomorrow and read his recap of tonight's match. Nothing better than reading a Don Brown recap after a big district win. So tonight for the Grayson County Lady Cougars and win their 7th straight match, proved to 9-1 on the season. This is Sam Gormley saying, so long, everyone.